back to Biafra News. Support Biafra, people of goodwill. Ada Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you're watching me from. Biafrans, I bring you another update, another news. This very news headline from China's television is very funny, and Biafra Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa posted it on his official X handle with some laughing emoji. It's very funny indeed, because Zoo is gone and there is nothing they can do about it. Absolutely nothing. So China's television says the defense headquarters in Abuja has declared one of the leaders of the proscribed. Just imagine that. Brown gutter media, news gutter media is in Nigeria. Brown gutter media is in Nigeria. Proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. IPOB. Simon Ekpa. Really? They declared him wanted. Okay. So I'm going to bring you some other news headline about this news, about this very update from other Zoo gutter medias, all those brown envelope medias. Yes, I'm going to bring you, because that is the kind of news they like publishing. So first, we'll go to China's television updates. Before I continue, I would like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, please kindly click the red subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comments at the comment section. So, Biafrans, we must continue with this very news. China's television said the defense headquarters declares IPOB Simon Ekpa 96 others wanted. Okay. Ekpa name was published on the military wanted list along 96 others from various parts of the country. Okay. The defense headquarters in Abuja has declared one of the leaders of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Simon Ekpa wanted. Ekpa's name was published on the military wanted list alongside 96 others from various parts of the country. In a banner displayed the pictures of the suspect, the defense headquarters said it declared 97 persons wanted for terrorism, violent extremism, and secessionist threat against this. I'm sorry, my friends, but it's very funny. It's very funny. I'm sorry, dear friends. Okay, we must continue. So we must continue, dear friends. Did they just say secessionist threat against the state? Oh. Okay. They said the most prominent among the wanted person is Ekpa, who is controlling a faction. There is no faction. There is no faction in IPOB. Controlling a faction of IPOB and has been credited with the declaration of the notorious Monday sit at home in Southeast zone. When did, please, can somebody tell me when civil disobedience, sit at home becomes notorious? When did the sit at home turn notorious? You see why we're telling you that Zoo is gone? Zoo is not a place for any right-thinking human being. You call for freedom, they turned it into war. So sit at home now has become notorious. Well, we must continue, Biafra. I'm sorry, Biafrans, for talking too much. Now we must continue. The Director of Defense Media Operation, Major General Edward Buba, confirmed the names and the pictures of the people declared wanted. Okay. The wanted person, terrorists and the bandits, and the insurgent commanders are from the northeast, northwest, north central, and southeast zones. A breakdown of the wanted person shows that 43 were declared wanted in northwest zone, plugged by banditry and kidnapping, among others. Some names from the zone, including bandit terrorist leaders such as Alhaji Shengi, Yakubu, Boka, Dogo. I don't even want to mention all these names. I don't want to mention all these names who have nothing to do with all these people. They know their brothers. They're just fooling themselves up and down. So we must continue. The Northeast, 33 persons were declared wanted, and they include terrorist commanders. Some of the names from Northeast are Abu Zadia. I don't want to mention these names, dear friends. I really don't want to mention these names. So here, let's go to this. So in the north central and the southeast, 21 insurgent, militant, and violent criminals were equally declared wanted. They included factional IPOB leader Simon Ekpa, Chicken. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm laughing now, seriously. Arabala IPOB Nigeria. So, Biafra Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa is no longer agent of Nigeria. I'm sorry, Biafrans, because it's very funny. I don't know why I'm laughing about the news. The Zoo is gone, and gone forever. It's gone. So, they said Simon Ekpa, Chike Doziam Egede, Zuma, thank God, gentle. Gentle, Flavor, Matthew, David, Ndubisi, High Chief Williams, Agbo, Ebuka, Nwaka, Friday, Ojimka. Others in the southeast are Obi, Emesia, Chukwudi, Aka. Okay, all these people, they are mentioning their name. What is their crime? No, Biafra Prime Minister Mazisam, what is his crime? Speaking the language the oppressors understand. Did they just include Chike Doziam? We know those fighting for our freedom. We know those fighting for our freedom, and we know those working with the zoo, foods that calls themselves Southeastern politicians. We know those fighting for our freedom. We know the person doing everything within his power to make sure Biafrans are safe in Biafra land. Not these names they included deceiving themselves. Biafra Prime Minister is wanted for defending his people. Oh, really? So bandits operating freely in the north are not wanted. It's somebody that said, I want my people to be free and be safe in their land. Oh, really? So freedom is now a crime. Asking for on the fighting for your freedom now is now a crime. Freedom is not being given, it's being taken. Nigeria Fulani Caliphate want the people to remain down, for them to remain in power, to control, to kill and do as they please. But their jihad plan cannot and will never work in Biafra land. They cannot bring it into Biafra land. It's not possible. It's not. So we must continue, Biafrans. We must continue. When you call for freedom in Nigeria, you become a target. They will turn your call for freedom to war. That is exactly what is going on. And when the oppressors after you, just know that you are doing the right thing. They are very desperate to quench the fire of Biafra exit, but they can't. There is nothing, absolutely nothing they can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So all these names you see mentioned, they are just deceiving themselves. Let them first go and defeat Boko Haram, Al-Qaeda, and all the terror groups in the north, and leave Southeast alone. They are not needed in Southeast. We are never part of that zoo. If you believe that Southeast, old Eastern region is part of Nigeria, come and tell us why you believe that Biafra land is part of that zoo. We have endured the unnecessary and provoked killings, the marginalization, the humiliation and intimidation in our own land. They have marginalized us enough. They have killed us enough for no reason. Every time they keep provoking us, coming to our land to kill our people, certain buildings are ablaze. And the Biafra Prime Minister's only crime is the making sure that his father's land is safe for his people. Oh, really? Okay. So now we must continue. In February 2023, days before the presidential and the National Assembly election, Ekpa was arrested in Finland. He was never arrested. Biafra Prime Minister was never arrested. That is how you see why we call them brown envelope media? They don't report the truth. They always tell lies as their paymasters order them and command them to do. They will push the lies and the propaganda, and the gullible Nigerians will believe them. Biafra Prime Minister was never arrested. He was caught because of the lies they told Finland government, and he was caught, if I'm not mistaken. And he told them, this is what is going on. Freedom is never being given. It's being taken. And when it comes to Nigeria, you don't have to fight for your freedom peacefully. You need to take your freedom whichever way you can. Take it. And that is what we are doing. So after Biafra Prime Minister told them everything, called him the good guy. He is the good guy. And he is still the good guy. They are panicking because he's speaking the language they understand. Nigeria is not a place for right-thinking human beings. Nigeria is a British business empire. Backward British business empire. And Britain don't care. All they care about is their own benefit. How they will keep taking oil and all the natural resources, mineral resources in Biafra land. That is all they care about. They don't care about Nigeria being developed, about Nigeria moving forward. They are aware that Nigeria is backward. 7 years backward from countries they got independence before. But they don't care. So when they realized that the Nigerian government lied, that Biafra Prime Minister is fighting for the right and the freedom of his people, they called him good guy. He was never arrested. You see all those zoo-gutter medias? Well, we must continue. They said he was arrested. Biafra Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa was never arrested. He was never arrested in Finland. He was called in for a question in which he made clear. And he answered them. And after answering them, they found out that he is the good guy. So we must continue. In Finland, where he retired after threatening that the election would not hold in Southeast, did it? Nor did it hold. So we must continue. Ekpa was never arrested. They said Ekpa was arrested by the police in his residence in the Lati area of the country. A Finnish paper, Sonamat, had reported. The separatists repeatedly declared that there will be no election in the southeast region of the country, and insist on the observance of a sit-at-home every Monday in the area to protest the detention of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB, however, distanced itself from the Finland-based Ekpa, who was reportedly bailed for an interview before his arrest. He was later released and has since been very active on social media, where he has posted his pro-Biafra messages. Okay, he was arrested in Finland and was released, and since then he has been very active. You see how confused they are? Can you see how confused all these brown gutter medias in Nigeria? He was arrested, he was bailed, he was this, he was that, and later since then he has been active. Well, we must continue. Some Biafrans, we must continue non-stop. We must. What they don't know is bigger than them. They said sit-at-home is notorious. Can somebody please tell me how sit-at-home is notorious? What makes sit-at-home notorious, please? Can you tell me? Then we'll come back to this very update and I'll read some comment for you. And here, Biafra Prime Minister said, whenever your oppressors declare you a terrorist or wanted for fighting for freedom, know that your freedom is very close, and they have seen that the doubting Thomas didn't see. They have seen what the doubting Thomases didn't see in you. All that is needed of me now is to double the fire. Oh, carry on. Biafrans are telling you to carry on, because you are speaking the language these oppressors understand. That is why they are panicking. That is why they are panicking, and they will keep panicking. Our duty is to help them widespreadly their flaws. God Almighty is up for something, and his kingdom on earth is already established, and it shall remain like Mount in Zion. So that is it, Biafrans. What is it called? Channels Television said that Biafra Prime Minister is wanted, and he is the most prominent among the wanted persons. Ekpa is the most prominent among the wanted persons. Oh, really? Okay, so let me read some comment for you. For you to know. Another person said, which kind wanted? As if they don't know where he is in Finland. Let them say another thing. This one is dead on arrival. Okay. Another person said, IPOB Nigeria has begged them to be putting their name in order to remain relevant before Biafrans. Chike Doziam that went to Abuja and meeting with government agents. They did not arrest him. So it's now they want to arrest him. Please, Simon Ekpa, be careful. Just check Zoo Media. Now only Simon Ekpa. Okay, another person said, Arabwala, the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, Ekpa Simon Njoko, you are truly 50 men in one. Odogwa guy name. Okay, another person said, the good guy is trending, the most powerful name that ever mentioned by the zoo government. Okay, another person said, Channels Television, you are inconsequential and irrelevant. Media house, brown envelope media house, nobody takes you serious. You and Nigeria serious. Okay, another person said, all these gutter journalists in Zoological Republic. Another person said, this is laughable. Really? It's very laughable. That is why I've been laughing. Another person said, so Monday, sit at home, civil disobedience has become notorious. Zo alam ni. Ala ni is. I was also going ala ni. I'm sorry, dear friends. Another person said, when will the zoo learn? I think they have to learn the hard way this time around. Of course they will. Another person said, Chike Doziam is in the list, but nobody knows him. Nobody knows about him. This shows that Simon Ekpa is in charge. Of course, he has been in charge. It's just some doubting Thomas deceiving themselves. Another person said, Chai, but Ohaneze Full and Indoshi have already declared Simon Ekpa wanted and bounty place. Who gave them $500,000? If not, their Fulani masters pushing them. Another person said, Defense Headquarter making themselves a laughing stock in the eyes of international communities. Biafrans, I'll stop here because comments of Biafrans are too many. So I will stop here And here also, before I stop, I'm sure another Zoo Gota media. Yes, not even one. Punch News, Daily Post, many Zoo Gota medias posted it. Punch News said Defense Headquarter declared Simon Ekpa 96 others unwanted. And Biafra Prime Minister said enough woto. The Biafra government will release it unwanted list soon. Okay. So that is it, Biafrans. I will stop here. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comments at the comment section. We're moving forward non-stop. We are moving with speed. The oppressors and the killers, the terrorists are panicking because their jihad plan cannot and will never work in Biafra land. And that is final. Biafra Prime Minister, Biafrans are telling you to carry on. Keep speaking the language they understand. They will learn. And they will learn the hard way. They haven't seen anything. What they don't know is bigger than them. Increase the woto promise. Increase the fire. Thank you all.